Yes, Bamenda. Ayabacho Lucas, they don't turn the activists, they do a public podcast every day now because of the situation where we don't put it inside. Not a single, I mean just one motor, no day where they paint and blue and white, no taxi, no day. For the whole of Anglophone zone where they paint and blue and white, not Bamenda and then let alone for Kumba or for Boya. Because Southwest with enough state for this nonsense. And Ayabacho Lucas, get no terrorist gangs in the whole of the Southwest region. And I don't tell now with evidence, I don't broadcast the reality for una say. Ayabacho Lucas is so-called ADF. They only get a small presence inside Momo, and inside Momo not only for Batigo the day, Batigo subdivision. The other 4 subdivisions for Momo, no one ADF, no fit step in foot for them. And then they get a small presence inside Pui. Park at one and so-called General Capo, whatever. And the reality now, say those speaking themselves, there is a debate whether they still get allegiance to ATF or not. But we understand, say once upon a time they been at ATF. So maybe we just talk, say they get a presence inside Pui. Now, then they get a few begin them inside Meza, where they know reach up to 100. So if you look at the actual ATF in numbers today for 2024, they know reach up to 200 in numbers. That is the truth and that is the reality.
I don't turn round town. Most of the streets I still the hope for see one amber taxi. I never see anyone. So I wonder whether now the Bamenda this way they say that the controller or another Bamenda. I just hope say I just hope say I'm not inside the wrong Bamenda. I don't work at the whole place, hoping to see one blue and white amber taxi. I never see no one. And even at the Bamenda, this where they be they talk about, then me they know say they are on don't go. Because I not be expect to see all this yellow taxi. You see they had them flop all over. Not be sure say I go see yellow taxi for this town. But today now 4 days after their deadline. So I don't know. Maybe I may be wrong. But I'm making sure that I'm not wrong. I did for Commercial Avenue now at the one for good.
So my country people them, when I see them say Amber should no wipe last terrorist, then make a noise for Facebook. The reality on the ground, I say, now we dey in charge, now we dey in control. Live today, when on number 6th day for July 2024, we will play our Kumkum anthem, we will play Cameroonianness, and then we will enter the main event, and then we'll do our thing where we do the live broadcast where I bring up from Bamenda, the updates. My country people then.
Hail, hail, hail the Kumkumasa. We the Cameroonians, we pledge our loyalty. Kumkumasa, Kumkumasa, you shall free our country from terror. And your blessing shall be like the stars above. The Most High God shall be your guide.
So my country people then bring una this presentation for give una an update to what where they happen inside Bamenda. So the Ambassador terrorists where they call themselves ADF under Ayabacho, they get the presence inside the whole of Bamenda not only for a few quarters them. You get Ntaturu, you get Pinyin quarter and Chualam. All those quarters them, they get Amber presence today. So what will be happen I say, since where the Amber terrorists, they don't start to burn people, they taxi them, kill Okada riders them, and also some quarter heads them for these communities where they host Amber. They know exactly which way to go on and they collaborate with the Amber terrorists. So we don't get information where it come from the Okada riders, from the taxi drivers them, and also from the one or two of the quarter heads them from these communities where come up for column. They don't call we, they give we the vital information. We have to go locate the Ambassador terrorists and I go bring you the information about which way happen. When I watch the video on the screen and then I go explain for now which way they happen.
Don't go reach for the way for take on for deeper. Way for take on for deeper. Yes. And this, not in two. The born not two by them for them. Way for take on again. Better also so live and so far. To so live and so. And another woman is the cash for you so. But with the fall back, with the fall back.
I did so. I'm born and so. I'm born and so far.
So when I understand say this, so we be kumkumize the shit no white blast we call itself say General Stone. We burn the carcass on top the Okada we be the rider, throw away the dead body for quarter, leave and for day, kumkum distributors them, they go them. So the carcass you don't for they don't start smell. So the Bamenda City Council now, they can't carry the carcass, they go bury them. When they reach for Ntarikon, now for them now the Amber terrorists now they jump come off a road because they always hide and hide. They jump come off a road now, they seize the carcass from the council workers them, and then they go bury them. So there no be no say all of that movement will be the monitor and will be know exactly what will happen because we don't get information from the Okada riders, the taxi drivers, and some of the quarter heads and for these quarters them. So the Amber terrorists they carry the dead body now they go bury them for Ntaturu. And we will get all that information. I will follow the events. Then we'll get people them inside the way they spy on them. They give you the information. So now they become park their bikes them, and the information we will get them now say they be there between them 20 and 25, and the information may be correct because if when I see the number of Okada bikes and where they be there for day now about 8 bikes them, and usually they carry now about 3 people there for one bike. For Telwuna, the number of Amber terrorists where they will be congregated for that one place. So after they bury the shit, no white blast, so they decide now for a whole small funeral or burial celebration for Ntaturu for that quarter, where we, the Kumkum distributors, then will be done already be alerted. So now we will get a mission for go kumkumize the shit, no white blast them. The unfortunate thing that say when the kumkum distributors they want go for that mission, they use Namoto instead for worker on foot. They use Namoto. Well, now the thing this way we don't tell now because now the same thing it happened for Libya. Plenty times every day where they don't kumkumize Oliver Lekiaka since, but now because there's some people them, some members of the kumkum distributors them, they don't want to take risk for their lives, and to a certain extent, I don't blame them, but we need them for do a lot more, please. So they be used Namoto for go kill Amber for this. So by the time they want reach the Amber terrorists, they run, they scatter, enter inside Songo. Now they should know why blast in this way they talk say Kelebe where them they will jam them. They may make all that noise. When we military come now, 7 eye military, 7. They go wipe them. 7 eye military. All them 20 something, they run, enter bush, they leave all their Okada them, will go burn them. Now wait till that will happen. Now if you see Okada the way they do on fire, they burn all of them. Imagine say if one Okada it be worth about 500 to 600,000 francs. They burn all those 8 Okada them. They will not feel work out how many millions of francs they will don't take them away from the Amber terrorism. More than 4 million. So we will burn them. So now una Okada riders them for Bamenda, when I get to understand, say the Amber terrorists for ADF for Bamenda now, they don't get plenty Okada them. They go need for shoot una kill them, seize una Okada them, which is also fantastic because they need the Okada in order for commit atrocities them, kidnapping for ransom. They need for survive. They need the money for survive. And who's one that thinks that they go get the Okada? They need for kumkumize some Okada riders them, or they go take the Okadas them by force. So that's how the cookie crumbles. And the more they put the pain on the Okada riders them, the more the Okada riders them, they go fight back. So let the games continue, my country people there. So like I be talk for Libya Lem now so it be happen to the kumkum distributors, they be want enter motor for go kumkumize Oliver Lekiaka. Before you want reach for day, the shumbu don't run. That's how it happens. So now why that way we use now our own Bangwa picking them. We use now our own DDR picking them. 4 eye 4. Then Nyati carry fire would knock the shumbu for head, kill them. So if not the same strategies in that way, the kumkum distributors they for use them, like all of these Amber terrorists, about 20 of them will for wipe them all for one night on the 3rd of July 2024. And Mateuna who be there present. So-called General J.C. Funu Christopher, he be there for day himself in person. So-called Commander Weapon for Allah Abukam, where they work under Funu Christopher, he be there for day. It be there for the Mamingum of Allah Bukam, it be there present. General Bullet, it be there present. General Betating, it be there present for that gang. And then General Sinaman for Allah Bukam too, it be there present that day. The only person we know be there for them na Labista because it don't run go barefoot. Since where they start bon people they are things them, and then we'll kill General Stone. A few of the Amber terrorists they don't run. Labista be one of them where it don't run. And one of the reasons why it run now because 2 of the terrorists them will be captured. 2 of the terrorists them the other day. So he knows that picking and knows where they hide. So he run out of Mancon, he run out of Bamenda, he run go right for that side for Bafood and Nafusa where they today. But we monitor the situation. We know exactly where to go on. We know where they did. The only difference, as I don't tell when before, now say the Cameroon government, they fight Ambazonia terrorism. So whenever we manage, we beg them, cajole them, even bribe them in some circumstances. They go attack Amber shit, nobody blast them, and then they finally go. We'll be so grateful. Then whenever they get a good positive result where they kiki the terrorists to them, we'll be extremely grateful. Now with the pay Cameroon military now for go compromise the Ambazonia terrorists when the Anglophone terrorists. Now the situation that we would day in today. That's what we need to do in order for bring back peace in our community. Because now so these Anglophones that we talk say make your territory ungovernable and it don't backfire on we. Now people the way they will cry, say Cameroon government don't do this, Pobia don't do that. Now the same people that now they go beg the same Cameroon government. They beg the military, say they come compromise the Anglophone terrorists them so that they go try to drink smoke or water. So with the call on the authorities, the kumkum distributors, them say, the quarter heads them and the quarter counsels them for Nchualam, for Ntatru, and for Pinyin quarter. All of them, they work with Ambazonia terrorists. 1 or 2 of them now are informants them, but once when I arrest them, I go know how to channel the information for una, for tell una who be what informant, so that una go let it go. Make una arrest all of them, all. They work with the Ambazona terrorists. They know that picking them, their papa, their girlfriend, them, their mommy, their movements, them. When they kidnap people, then for day they bring them. When they seize people, their motor, they can't hold them for day for ask for extortion money, kidnapping for ransom, all of those things. Them. So now another thing that we would call on all the quarter heads, the quarter councils, them for these 3 quarters, them Pinyin quarter, Nchualam, and Tatru. Will now go arrest all that people, the way they call themselves quarter heads, and for day now bad belly people, them. They collaborate with the Ambazona terrorists. So now my country with them, we will move on to the next part of this live broadcast.
Lesson number 1, my country people talks about it. Listen, whether or not you accept, my country people is a force to reckon with. Me, I agree. It's an enemy that is strong. So Ambazonians will thank my country people for the wonderful job. Now, we'll go ahead.
So for this part of the presentation, we will go for play for una audios the way they come out from Amber World. They be very entertaining and very interesting. It will give una an idea of the situation, the state of Ambazonia terrorism, the infighting, the confusion, the realization of total and complete defeat. My country people them. Una listen. And also, my country people them, if when I hear begin to talk for background, I just ignore them because my can't climb for my skin because it want my attention. Now you're right. So, okay, we will go straight to the audios from Amber World. Wanna listen?
My brother, have you read the peace plan paper? Take that peace plan paper and read it to the end. Don't just read only the first. Don't only read the haphazardly, read the titles and go away. Read it deeply. Read it around 3 times. And let me tell you, wars always end. Wars always end. Most of the wars that are always ended is always ending when the weaker party offer concessions that cannot be resisted by the international community. You need to know you want us to fight for 100 years and turn into a South Sudan, something that we can use Connie, because we will be independent. This thing will pop the drum. Now it is used now Connie to get independence. So I hope say,
should they give us federation, or we should go there negotiate for federation, so that if they give us federation, if they agree for federation, we can then take it. And then in another 5 years, we'll build up our army and cut off from them. I think if they agree on federation, we should take it, and then with time, we'll cut off. And so that is it. That's what is happening in La République du Cameroon. They are tapping Monsieur Ngo to become vice president of that country. Again, let your eyes be open out there.
one of the things is that what is really pains me a lot, and these are brothers who are out of this country, pains me. They cannot live even for 1 day in the north and the south in the recent country. They cannot. But they are asking our people to make sacrifice that they themselves they cannot even make. How many people abroad have they decided to return back home, buy guns and return back home and fight and die? No, they will not come. They are enjoying going to beaches, doing everything, but they expect our people to make sacrifices that they cannot even make. And our people are making those sacrifices and they are sitting and dreaming that one day they will come and become presidents and become ministers. Yes, they are the wickedness of the eyes of them. They will sit outside there.
So when I hear it talk about the wickedness of the Anglophones, no be me I talk it talk how they be wicked. When I listen, it continue.
Order the properties, the taxes, and people to be killed. They don't even care about the people. They are soldiers under their command. They have lost they have been killed. Their families are suffering. None of them have ever thought of how many even to remove the wives or the children of those soldiers or pay for their fees out of ground zero, and they are paying the ultimate price.
but they will sit back and expect others again to carry guns. Read the peace plan paper, read it, don't only read the topics, read it to the end. That man is an incarnation of the devil himself. Get to ground zero. Imagine when your person dies because of sickness, how do you feel? Just imagine that your brother was like that. You spoke with him in the morning. In 2 hours time, 1 hour time, 1 minute time, they are calling you and telling you that it's no more. How do you feel? He is killed by who? By the military. For what? Independence. He is killed by who? By our boys. Because what? He's a black leg. He's accused of being a black leg. What? How do you feel? When they killed Field Marshal, Chris Anu was crying on TV. But when he used to say, crush them, when he crushed boys into bury some alive, I did not know that Chris Anu could cry the day. So I thought about only immune to death. That was something that was good. My dear brothers in this platform, I'm not speaking here, I'm not written here. This platform is meant for people who support the peace plan paper. I think so.
Okay, my contributor then. So when I don't hear which way that guy the day for Amber terrorist WhatsApp group where they call and say Nakapo Danieli group, we don't infiltrate all their groups then. He call himself say Jojo. Now telephone number that on the screen where it use now the telephone number that on the screen where the use inside the WhatsApp group 698-200-444. Now the telephone number that I will not go here for the next subsequent audios and where they talk. It actually fear. So make no sunshine, make no put a picture, a telephone number out there because they know the consequences. Now the wicked Anglophones and that way the day on the ground inside Cameroon and they cause other people that are picking them to go die. And this same man, he talk about how time we will compromise Chris Anu, a brother Oliver Lekeaka. Chris Anu, the cry for Facebook. He said no safety cry. Said the way the pain is so much. Now the fact is, so this idiots they show for diaspora, and then they send other people that are picking them, they go die, which is fantastic. So I get at least 5 or 6 more audios than for player for now. Very interesting audios and way they be very delicious. When I go enjoy them. One from Sama Thomas, Nigella audios them, and the rest. So I go continue for play audios. The same Jojo inside Capo Daniel their WhatsApp group. And then when I go listen, we monitor all the groups then, and we'll go sunshine all man with there inside that group, and then they go get the consequences then for their terrorism. And then again, like I've been talk for I think my other live broadcast what I do yesterday, where I explain say some person if he message me, if they talk about Capo Daniel, and they refer to Capo Daniel as a repentant because now Capo Daniel talk about cessation of hostilities, they talk about say they beg for negotiation now, devolution or whatever, even though you don't know how to pronounce the word devolution, they call it devaluation or whatever nonsense. You know, say that illiterate people, they don't really go school very well. So we feel forgive them for that one. English, maybe that their first language, and they not be well educated. But then again, for continue, it not be repentant. It never ever apologize for the terrorism, for killing Anglophones them, for killing Cameroonians them. So what we will need to understand now say they're there for this position where they're in because they no get choice, because they be defeated. Now defeated Ambazonia terrorists where now they preach one Cameroon because they do not have a choice, because we don't defeat them. Understand that fact. We don't defeat them. And for all the audios about go plan for now today, whether the man Nigella or whatever they talk, and this other guy them for Capo Danieli group and the Sama Thomas, all of them, they don't come to the same realization. So we, one Cameroonians them and the black legs them, we don't defeat them. Now it will give una an idea, because all the audios when I go listen them, it will give una a snippet, a window for peek through into the amber world. For see how they don't finally come to the realization and the acceptance of defeat. They be defeated. They don't look left, right. They look up and down, from east to west and north to south. They don't get any way to go. They see defeat everywhere they turn. They see self-inflicted defeats. Like how this guy, so-called Jojo, come off for talk. He say, that way we compromise Oliver Lekiaka, Chris Anu can't begin cry. But now the same Chris Anu that way they be kill them. Amber versus Amber, they be kill Amber terrorism for Bui, where they massacred 39 people for one afternoon. Chris Anu go give the order, say, we will crush them. Yes. So now they kind of talk now, where we don't talk since 2018. The infighting, the stupidity, the ineptitude, the insults, and all of those things then. So I not go over talk too much. I will let them continue. When I listen, I control them.
Doubt the epistles of Paul in the Bible, what he wrote. Who can doubt it? Nobody can doubt it. Nobody can question. Nobody even stood to question the past of Paul and when he joins the gospel. So when I see people in this group who have come here, and these two people I've deleted, who have come here to begin to argue and say, oh, chairman will. Forget about what chairman did before. All of us, when this war started, all of us supported it. Contributed even material for the buying of guns. My trip to Boya, we supported and helped. Did we not call him Sako, our president, matching with his brother? Have most of us not thrown away him? In philosophy, they said our change is what is permanent, even in real life. Some of us had an idea of what we are going to become. Ministers, some pilots, some presidents. But before long, we grew up and we discovered that it was not possible. It's a revolution, man. It is not static. It's not like a mathematical solution, a mathematical equation that you will solve like that and have the answer. The answer must be this. No. Things change. Just imagine that if in Cameroon there's a coup d'etat, the dynamics will totally change.
When I hear what we talk, he say, just imagine, say, if in Cameroon there's a coup d'etat, the dynamics will totally change. That is one of the things the way they don't hope for, they don't beg for, they don't expect, say they go get an uprising inside Cameroon, they go get a coup d'etat or whatever to give them some kind of advantage. But since none of that not come, and they don't turn the look, and the international community, they work closely with the Cameroon government on a daily basis. Cameroon, they access loans. Cameroon government, they find the economy, they grow, and the Amber terrorists are being compromised on a daily basis. And the infighting amongst the Amber should not wipe last them. It is just the exacerbated situation. Now, why that way they come to the conclusion and the realization, say they be defeated. You understand? So they know they talk about cessation of hostilities or begging for dialogue and negotiation because they want to. It's because they don't have a choice. They have been defeated. These Amber terrorists have been defeated. So I will play the audio again. Make una listen. I'll continue for listen. Pay attention.
But we as Anglophones, some of us do not want to change. Do not know that this is politics now. Look at the Cherumas who are against Paul Biya. They are with him today now. So change is what is permanent. And we must accept change. We must do evaluation of ourselves and see where we are. No, SG, we are trying to build an organization. And let me tell you something. That is the mistake. Do you know why in Cameroon the CPDM is very strong? And do you know why in the SDF fell? Because the SDF have tolerated people who are out of the agenda. You understand, no? Out of the agenda. We are trying to build this thing, and you know how poisonous the people, our minds are, and they are weak minds. Let me tell you something. This platform is called a PAP, African Aborigine. So you can criticize in essence what is happening. Why are they talking about the chairman? Why are they only criticizing the chairman? They should talk about it. The peace plan paper, the devolution of power. And bring their own what they can have, but in the context of that paper. You have just come into the group. You have not even read the objectives of the group. Have these people even read what the VC sent yesterday? They have not read it. They are just there to begin to fire, to change it. And someone is saying that he's a general, having a Nigerian number. General in Nigeria.